I remember my first fish on a kayak. I remember thinking, wow, no, this is next level. I became obsessed with chasing that experience.
Oh my God! Wow, dude. Woo! It's gonna be fun! Stay tuned.
So today we're going to start off sort of not the right way. We got a big problem today in today's episode. How you guys doing, by the way? I forgot my big case, and I had all my extra GoPro batteries. This, my friends, is a 400 watt EverStart. We got to plug it into a 120, and it gives you plenty of things to work with. So that's gonna save the day for the trip, at least until we get there. But then once we get on the water, man, we are pretty much, we gotta pick our poison. Good morning, guys. Bright and early. We're gonna go ahead and conserve battery. I just want to show you guys the beautiful open scenery. It's a wonderful day, man. Not many people out today. Not that this area has anglers, but usually there's a lot of wade fishermen. We're gonna find out real quick if these reds are over here. These reds have a pattern, a yearly pattern, but you still gotta sort of put in the work and see if they're there. If they're there, it's gonna be a dope episode. If not, we're gonna be pushing a lot of water today, so we'll see how it goes. Fishing it can translate differently for everybody, but I think the ones that really truly learn to appreciate the sport are the ones that can find gratitude even on your worst days. And that's one of the things I really appreciate doing on these behind the scenes, is it's sort of, you know, we're always looking for that next level fishing experience. I think it's just as important to know how to appreciate fishing when you're not doing that. It's not what I wanted. I just like to take a deep breath and admire Mother Nature. I love to look at the fish a lot closer than what I normally would do. almost in a sense of looking at fishing more through an artistic eye than a fisherman's eye, if that makes any sense. You know, I mean, this is our backyard, and you have to admire it, you have to respect it, and it's just amazing to look at these creatures, and you just wonder, wow, you know, how did we get here? Everything from the colors, the spots, the scars, the color changes, the eyes. It's amazing to look at. And that's how I do it. You know, I soak it all in from sun up to sundown through the eyes of the fish. Just because you guys are always asking. I'm trying something new. These are, I do work with Tsunami, but I actually bought these at Walmart. Trying out these Tsunami tidal baits. I've had a lot of really luck with those kind of milky white lures back here, so I figured I'd give it a shot. They're scented. I don't really use scented lures. So this is kind of like the first one that I'm really trying. What I'm pulling out of here is, I hit this little calm slick, but it's like a pocket slick. And you can tell there's a little bit of sand. The vegetation is over there where it's a little ripply on top. And then all this is just kind of like sand. And what I'm doing is, I've actually already caught some trout along those edges. So we'll see if I can't show you how that works. And we'll talk a little bit about that, man. Like, whenever you see little things like this, it can mean a lot of things. But, oh, we had one bite right there. Whenever you're fishing really nasty, dirty water, slicks are a good sign of, or can be, you know, there's multiple reasons for slicks. One being, if there's reds around and they're kind of like disturbing all the vegetation, that's a good sign there's fish around. But if they're consistent slicks, then usually, and you know, when you come to an area and it's a structural situation that's making it look like that, so like where we're at right now, where all the ripples are at, there's grass. And I already know this, I've been here. But had I not, that's what that would be my first guess as to what I'm at. So that tells me that I'm gonna start off working those edges. If there's sand pockets and grass, usually a lot of your predator fish will sort of hunker in there, and a lot of your bait will hug those, you know, the grass line, and work the sides of those pockets. But this is a big pocket though. I got another one off camera, but nothing but smallies today. Right in the cartilage. That fish wasn't going anywhere. You hear us talk a lot about the struggle and getting to that trophy species and the hunt and everything that went on in between. And you know, it's beautiful to show it, how it actually plays out on these behind the scenes episodes. I'm really enjoying this part of it, and I think it's great. You know, I think it's because it's so much more valuable content to here in about 2 months or so, whenever we score that big old redfish or that big old trout, you'll actually be able to go back on some of these and literally see the progression and see the change from 1 week to the next. And you know, it's tough to go out there and make an episode that's 10, 15, even 30 minutes long. It's not enough, you know. It doesn't do the hunt justice. But when you can spread it out and you can learn from episode to episode, I think it just draws out the bigger picture. It makes you watch more, makes you enjoy more. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to make not only you guys, but us as well. It's just going to make us appreciate how we got there. And this is just one of the things that I really enjoy doing with behind the scenes of what it is to go after that next level fishing experience. And you know, yeah, the struggle is real. You got to learn to love the struggle, and this is the start.